What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Blue Room Podcast, where we talk about everything but country music and politics. We do have a new subject today. We're actually going to speak little bit about something else that I really care about. Something that's dear to me is like the music. So today's conversation is going to be about music industry, and I do have some special guests. One of them you guys already know. He's come back for the second episode. So I'll let him introduce himself first, and then we do have another person that y'all have seen on another video, but I'll let her kind of introduce herself. Yeah, guys.
It's your boy Yamo ASAP. You already know what I mean. I got the giggles, bro. But yeah, my mic sounds like trash today. I'm so sorry, guys. You know, I have some technical difficulties with the Blue Yeti. Really, it's just I couldn't find the cord. So we're rocking the the iPhone mic. But anyways, yeah. Speaking of music, I am making my own music right now. If you guys, I know some of you guys on Blue Stream to like follow me on like YouTube, right? I'm also making music, so yeah, join there. Hopefully, he puts a link in the description.
Maybe,
right?
We'll see. Right? We'll see how the conversation
follow
goes.
Again.
Okay.
Did the same thing last episode. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. I know this is Blue's video. Don't care. Self promo. Check the link.
I'm not giving no. Hey, I'm in here. I'm in my time. My money.
You in here not paying me? I'm gonna shout myself out. But go ahead. We do have one more guest. Let her talk since you want to shout out. You didn't even explain who you are. He was like, "Hey, I'm Yamo. Y'all know me.
Man, you already know who
subscribe to my YouTube."
Like, who? Man, who's gonna care for it? They're gonna be like, "Oh, this guy's name is Melvin." Lame. Move on.
So we do have another guest here.
Hi.
I'm gonna let her introduce herself since we've gotten enough of ASAP. Thanks.
Hi. I'm Jay. I've known Blue forever. Actually, we met at a performing arts. What is it considered, a charter school?
I don't think it was like more of a performing arts program.
Yeah,
it was a regular. It was a school outside of us, but we didn't know about it. I ain't gonna lie, we did not know what that outside school looked like. But go ahead.
It basically wasn't even the same school for her. But yeah, been into music for about that long. You might recognize me from the J. Cole tier list. It was the first tier list on the channel.
Yeah,
and that was fun.
Yeah. So I do have some people here that have good musical taste before we decide to discuss any music or anything like that. But without any further ado, we're just going to jump into the first topic that I want to discuss. And what better to discuss about music than the mainstream media and like how mainstream music kind of works and what kind of requires it to be there. I think that mainstream music right now is feeding into kind of the attention span of like the general consumer that buys music. Now, I'm not talking about somebody that's really invested, that hears the intricacy of certain things, the ear candy, people that are really into music, right? That's not that's not the target audience, right? Its target audience is either, right, children, people that buy the music that are like going to come to the shows and things of that matter, right? And I think right now, music mainstream wise, it either has to create a certain energy or it has to be short. Or both, right? I think the attention span of the typical person or the typical consumer right now when it comes to music is very short. It's extremely short. That's why like a lot of social media, when you have like good videos that do well, like short form content is like the biggest form of content right now. And the same thing with music. We'll get into kind of the connection between social media and music in a second. But I think that right now, the mainstream article is like, there's that one line or that one verse that is be able to like rap verse for verse, or it's just ignorant. I think a lot of music right now that is selling is just like ignorant, or like it's just something that I think. So I don't always listen to mainstream music. I rarely do, right? Most of my music is stuff that you'll never hear on the radio because I think that the stuff that you hear on the mainstream music is easy to digest. For me personally. I think the stuff that you hear in the club is easy to digest, and it's for that setting, right? Like when you're intoxicated at the club, you don't want to think about much, and the music that is playing is not making you think about much. It's easy to memorize, easy to recite, and easy to distribute and listen to. Most of the songs are less than 2.5 minutes. You know what I mean?
Pretty much what he's saying, the music you listen to is basic as fuck.
So, yeah. I mean, at a very basic level, like the big songs that you hear outside of like Drake, I mean, Drake is definitely the icon for that. I know Jay's her toes are curling when I said that, but she every time I said that, dude, yeah. I don't hate on it, bro. Lil Yachty did it. Some people are doing it. Is it for me? No. Would I get a manicure? Yeah, but we don't have to get into that. I think Drake. The thing with Drake, right? He solidified himself so well that he could literally fart on a track for an hour and a half.
He could.
And sell.
Oh my god.
He could sell, and he would sell. Like he's a tycoon, but he built that. Like my favorite artists, like rappers wise, is like J. Cole and Kendrick and Mac Miller. Those artists you're not gonna hear on the radio like that. Of course you hear a J. Cole song here and there or whatever. But I have to give credit where credit's due. When it comes to Drake, like he has been on the radio since he started.
You're making my stomach hurt.
Yeah, no, I get it. I'm not listen, I'm not a diehard Drake fan, but I have to respect his accolades. I have to. Like he's that guy when it comes to music. He's that guy when it comes to record sales. He's that guy when it comes to all that stuff. He's an icon. He's one of the biggest icons in rap history, if not the biggest icon when it comes to rap. Like Drake goes anywhere.
I guess, yeah.
When it comes to rap,
for
like
sure.
hip hop, like he could, like, you know what I'm saying?
Like,
he gives pop star level. Like, yeah, exactly.
Think of rap. Oh, Drake. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's it.
I feel like
Lil Wayne.
Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead.
I don't even necessarily think that speaks to his skill as a rapper, though. Because, like, for instance, like we had that one song by Eminem and that one song by Kanye West where they both just decided to fart on the mic. Essentially, Eminem made Rain Man, and
oh god,
with the whole
I forgot about Rain Man. That's a terrible memory that you just rung to my head.
But the whole point of those songs is like I could do literally anything on this mic, and you're still gonna listen to it. And at the end, I'm gonna show you how dumb you are for listening to this.
Like a lot of poopity scoop on a track. You know what was funny about that is that it wasn't a bad production at all. Like the production of that song is actually good if you remove the poopity scoop, whoop-de whoop-de doo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
and you know what's crazy? There's like still hella songs out here like that people actually rock with. Downtown.
I ain't gonna lie. Listen. Ooh wee. I want to piggyback on what Jay said, and then I'll get to what you were talking about. So to piggyback on what Jay was talking about, like he doesn't think that kind of attributes to Drake's talent, but I think that attributes to his marketing strategies and his ability to sell.
For sure.
Like I think for one, but we're not gonna get into a whole Drake conversation, but Drake is a character. Drake is a character. I think that Aubrey is a great actor, and I think that Drake is his longest running character, and it's his most.
Aubrey is.
We don't know Aubrey. We have never met Aubrey, ever. We probably met him on what was it, Degrassi? That's probably Aubrey. He died. He's dead. You know what I mean? Aubrey's dead, bro. He's fit.
Aubrey died with Jimmy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Aubrey, Jimmy, you know what I'm saying? It sounds kind of similar to me. You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
But yeah. But to go back to what ASAP was saying, also mainstream, it sucks for the most part. I'm not gonna lie. And I'll tell you, that kind of goes into the next topic I want to talk about. Is the music sales and publicity and social media. Bad music is publicized on social media because it's bad, but it's also funny. But y'all don't realize that you playing this on TikTok and putting it as a sound is giving it more sales. And now she's like,
boosting her ego.
It's boosting it, right?
Yeah.
It sucks. Listen, look at me. I don't care what y'all say. There's nothing you can tell me that's saying. I don't even want to say that the lyric. Y'all know what lyric I'm talking about. I'm trying to remain as good on this side of content. I'm trying to curse less. Dude, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be censored. But dude, listen, it sucks. It sucks.
Oh,
and there's a lot
God.
of mainstream music that y'all let slide because of the beat, heavy production. We're in such a production heavy area of mainstream music. The producers need to get paid more. I'm gonna be honest, because they be carrying the songs. They be carrying the songs. And then you got like terrible lyrics over top of them. Some of the worst lyrics I've ever heard in my life. And I've heard Ice JJ Fish. I feel like Ice JJ Fish, if he dropped a track today, he would go viral. and that's not
No,
okay.
he actually is dropping tracks though. That's the thing.
Alright.
JJ Fish is still
Please,
dropping tracks.
I don't want to give Ice Age JJ Fish any of my time. Let's leave
He's
it at
doing
what
like
it is.
gospel music now, and it is still hilarious, bro.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, same.
I ain't gonna lie.
We're
The
gonna
Lord
go.
gonna, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie.
Like,
I ain't gonna lie. If you ever do that again, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh
You're
my
getting
god.
banned. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie.
JJ Fish, bro. It's
Dude,
literally what he
I
sounds
ain't
like,
gonna
bro.
lie. It's bad, bro. He gonna get struck down for
oh my
singing
God,
like that. I ain't gonna lie.
have you
He gonna
seen
get struck down by the
JJ
look.
Fish and Tyler the Creator on the Squad? Have you seen that? Please tell me you've seen that.
I've seen it. We're not talking about it. Ice JJ Fish has got too much time on my podcast now. Let's move
That
on.
joke was too funny, bro. I'm sorry. That's like one of the funniest music videos I've ever seen, bro.
I think that stupid songs give us all some time to not have to fucking think. Oh, I'm sorry.
No. You're good. Your cursing is not the
Not
issue.
have to think so much. Like
Yeah.
I don't, like you said, not even in the club, but just like day to day. I don't want to think. If I want to think, I'll put on my thinking playlist. But
Yeah.
if I just want to giggle for a little bit, I will definitely listen to her talking about how she's out of town, thugging with her rounds.
What else? What else is she doing? What else is she?
She's
What
not
else happened?
bleaching.
What else?
Oh, she's not.
Right.
She's not
What is-
bleaching.
what is
It's
she describing?
crazy. It's
Ooh.
crazy calm. It's a crazy calm. It's crazy. It's insane. It's literally insane to say that out loud. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
She's talking about she not bleaching.
That's like her whole
Like, what?
brand. Like the girl.
It's her branding, bro. It sucks.
Sexy
It
red.
sucks. It
But
sucks.
they're making money.
I get that, and motherfuckers,
So much.
dude, y'all putting money in these fuckers' pockets, and she goes out to perform, and it sucks still, and people aren't feeling
Like
it.
the Island
'cause-
Boys.
Dude,
Remember that? Remember that was a thing.
they didn't get enough clout. I ain't gonna lie. They were popular, but they were not popular like Booty Hole Brown. I ain't gonna lie. Like she's
But
out here
they were,
doing tours.
like-
She did a performance. I forgot where she did a performance, but she like walked off stage because they weren't feeling her. You're
Right.
you're singing songs that we don't know. We don't know any of your other music. This is it. This is all we know. I only know
I
that
do
line.
think that
Good.
this right here is the best time for that kind of music. We're starting to see more people getting a lot bigger, a lot faster, and so we have issues like what happened with Sexy Red, where she showed up at I think it was the BET Awards or something, and everybody was confused that she was dressing the way she was dressing in the music videos. We are making ratchet people famous and getting really confused when they continue to act the way that they've always acted.
Ooh, yeah. Talk your
And-
shit. Talk your shit.
Spit in, bro.
Talk your shit. Now, seriously though, like we're like, you expect them to have decency, but that's not what sold them. That's not what sold.
Literally.
And the same thing. I'll say that kind of same lane, but she progressed. Ice Spice was supposed to be a one-hit wonder, and she progressed out of that. But I also think it's one for one colorism for sure. Let's just go ahead and we're not gonna get political, but Ice Spice would not be as big as she was if she didn't look the way she did. But
Light
it's
skin
like,
baddie.
yeah, sells the records. You know what I mean? But like she's
For sure.
progressed. Like she's not just a one-hit wonder. She's like she's not.
Oh, denim.
I'll say that she's not very skilled at rapping. It's not her forte, but she knows what she's good at. And she knows how to sell. It's the same thing going back to Drake. And a lot of these artists that you see on the mainstream thing, they're doing what sells. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's no people I think let's go to another conversation within the mainstream music from 2008 to about 2016. Let's say 2005 to 2016. The stuff that was mainstream was the best stuff out. Like it was literally like Drake, Big Sean, J. Cole, Kendrick. They were all on the radio, right?
Yeah,
and
those guys,
ASAP.
there was no TikTok at the time, no short form content for us to be like, oh, that song's kind of dope. Let me go listen to
man.
this one song. No, all the songs was dropping straight bangers, bro.
Dude, they were dropping bangers, and like social media it was prominent, but it was like Instagram. People aren't promoting. You know what I'm saying? People aren't. It isn't like how Twitter is now. It's not how TikTok is now. And it's like it wasn't like that. It's like it feels like music is a quick high right now for mainstream, right? It's like you gotta have that one line that's able to be quoted or whatever and stuff like that. We had Drake dropping the one-liners and we put it on post of Instagram photos, but that was about it. You know what I mean? But go ahead.
Yeah, here's the thing about that. There are certain instances where I just wish we didn't have like the way like certain artists like come up like, oh, one TikTok song, listen to it, that's just like one hit wonder. There are actually good ass creators out here that need to be like, bro, I don't know if you guys like, Q, right?
Yeah.
Like one of his like his song today is like literally
it's
TikTok,
really good,
bro. Like
it's really good.
everybody knows that song off TikTok, and I feel like that's his like only like that's what like most people listen to. Right? And the same thing with David. He has some like W songs, bro, like Romantic Homicide and freaking Here With Me. Bro, all of his other songs are freaking goated, bro. Yeah. And like they don't listen to it because like they just come from the TikTok clip and listen to that one song, bro.
Exactly, bro.
And they just move on.
Go ahead.
I think the part of it is like, at least me personally, I don't know about how y'all consume music, but I have found myself confused. Like, sorry, I feel like I don't consume music as just music anymore. I feel like if you're lacking visuals or you're lacking traction as far as like what people can see, you're losing people really fast. Like if you don't have like I said, a TikTok behind it, or even a music video. Like I don't know a single Ice Spice song, but I've seen all of her music videos.
That's I mean,
see,
they are some nice videos. They are some nice videos. You know what I mean?
See, yeah, we're totally different. Like to me, if it sounds good, I'm gonna listen to it.
But that's because in the defense, we're music students, so we're listening to music for the face value of music. But mainstream music isn't based off people that listen to music.
Yeah, I don't think y'all are the primary demographic.
Exactly. We're not the people that are trying to reach.
We're not the majority, which is crazy. I feel like that should be the ideal way of listening to it. Like, bro, you ever like played a game to sit there and like, damn, this soundtrack is good as hell.
Yeah. It's something you start to
Spider-Man.
Dude, like, yeah. What's another game that had
last time I felt that way was about The Last of Us.
The Last of Us. Yeah. I was just about to say that. The Last of Us, like, although it's not super orchestral or nothing like that, the simple choreography and like the guitars and string, and it's just so rigid. You can feel the rigidness in the music. I think, but like mainstream music isn't for that, dude. It's like somebody that's like that, like it's just a regular guy. You know what I'm saying? He wants to hear something while he's working out. You're not listening to, you know what I'm saying? Well, you're not listening to Mac Miller while you're working out. You know what I mean? He doesn't have. It's not that juice. You know what I mean? It's not that ink. I think music kind of comes off like a drug right now. It's got to get you hype. Got to get you up. You know what I mean?
Music has always been like that. That's why there's certain genres.
I don't know. Like, because 24C4 Sales Drive had like 3 or 4 songs that was on the radio, but if that's just not playing now. Kendrick's music. What'd you say? Go ahead.
I don't think the music necessarily has to be mindless to give you like that kind of hype. Like I
think right now though, like he's about to get into some political stuff.
Well, no, not political stuff, just like controversial. You know how I feel about KOD.
Oh yeah, and then you can talk about KOD. That's fine.
I used to work out to that album. I used to move to that album, and that album is definitely not mindless. It is different, and he addressed that it was different, but it was still Cole, and it still made me. It was still familiar, but it made me move. It made me feel like moving a little bit more than maybe some of his past music was. It didn't require listening. There are some songs that you have to listen to what they're saying. There are other songs where you can sort of let the producer carry the weight a little bit. And that's what I think is happening now, where it's you don't even really need to listen to her talking about how she's looking for the hoochie daddies in Miami. The producer is carrying.
Can we speak about another mainstream song, please?
That's how I also
Can we use another mainstream song as an example?
But that just leads to me listening to the instrumental. That's
right.
If the producer is carrying, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna look this song up. I'm going to the instrumental. This lyrics are ruining the song.
We can't even talk about Glorilla. Glorilla's getting really, really big right now.
But Glorilla can kind of rap though. She can kind of rap. Is she like I say?
I don't know if she's that good.
A-B-C-D-E-F-G. I get that, right? But her delivery in some of the songs, she's maybe not her songs, but I've heard her on some features. It's the tone of her voice, but it's unique.
Right.
The Booty Hole Brown song, I could go out in Florida in the Goonies and just pick a bit by her hand and put her in a studio and tell her to rap about her life experience, and she could make the same song. I know some people that in college right now that I met in college, they suck, right? And I've heard their music. It sucks, but it's definitely better than a lot of stuff that's out there. I think that's the issue I have with, like, I'm being honest, bro. Like, that's the issue I have with, like, a content creation right now. I feel like I make better content than a lot of people that are popular right now, because it sucks. Like, content right now, the stuff that's popularized is just outlandish, crazy stuff. It's like you're getting clicked on because, like, I fought with AMP, right? AMP, like, W content creators. They blew their house up for views. They blew it up. But you know what's crazy? Is the amount of money that they made from that video, the entire video, multiple channels, all of them accumulative, it may not even be 5% of what they make from that video or that stream. They had over a few million views on a stream. You know how crazy it is to have a few million views a stream? On a stream. Like, insane.
Unheard of. A million views is like, yeah.
Unheard of. But that's what sells. It's that adrenaline rush. The same thing with music. And that kind of goes hand in hand with what I was about to talking about. The next topic we're going to discuss is the underground music that people don't listen to. The stuff that you're not going to hear out at clubs and stuff like that. You're not going to hear on the radio. And kind of what that really encompasses. I think that most music that is actually good and flavorful and tasteful and has multiple layers of just like care. I think like that's the type of music I listen to. I listen to music that's just like, wow, I feel what he's conveying. It may not be a great message. It may not be, you know what I'm saying? Brent Faiyaz, for example, terrible person when it comes to relationship, but I can feel the toxicity. And it's not always in a bad way. You know what I mean? Or for example, J. Cole, I can feel that he's a sensitive guy. He's not this hardcore guy. You never hear J. Cole talk about selling drugs because that's not him. He's not gonna lie and tell you that, yeah, I be selling drugs, slinging dope, shooting motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? It's not him.
There's one song where he did say that, but it was more so in response to him being annoyed with his neighbors. Not really. I'm talking about neighbors.
Yeah, I mean, in his defense, his neighbors called like a SWAT team.
Yeah.
To his house.
Yeah.
I'd want to do that too.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You can hear how pissed he is.
He's pissed off, but or Mac Miller, right? Or fucking Juice WRLD or XXXTentacion. These artists, like, of course, X got mainstream or whatever, but his best music is stuff that you have to go out and find. I think underground music, not underground. I think underground is a strong statement because J. Cole's not underground, but like the stuff that you don't see on the top layer is it's like. I want to find an analogy. It's like when you make Kool-Aid, right? And the sugar goes to the bottom. If you don't stir the sugar up, it's going to taste like water at the top. And that's just what it is at the top. But all the flavor is at the bottom. I think that music that's not for everybody is the best forms of music. I just recently got into Don Toliver, right? His music is phenomenal. But like his best songs are not making the radio. And that's just like with great artists that really care about their music. For example, Jid. When's the last time you heard a Jid song on the radio? Dude, he's a Grammy level rapper, bro. He's a Grammy level rapper and producer and music. Now he's singing too, but stuff like that you don't see. But that's because with a lot of the underground scene is that they have their own image and they're sticking to who they are. Mainstream it's sticking to a plight. It's an image. It's a certain look. It's a certain sound, and they're doing what the company tells them. Mm-hmm. And that's what that mainstream area is. It's like we're gonna do what sells, and if it sacrifices who we are, it is what it is. I'm trying to make money. But go ahead. You was about to say something. Go ahead.
I think he was gonna say something. I don't want to cut him off.
Oh no, I was just gonna say the same thing for like one of my favorite rappers for some reason, Rich Brian. But that's all I was gonna say. He's like, to me, he seems like an underground because I don't think anybody listens to him except for me, bro. Like, like just a freaking Asian rapper, bro. Like, this is he makes W content and good music,
dude.
But
I found so much good like underground music from TikTok. I'm not gonna lie. Like, so some of these TikTokers be making good ass music, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like really good music. But what were you about to say, Jay? I didn't mean to interrupt you. Good.
Well, I just think that the industry grows just as people grow, right? And there are different interests at any point in time. And we're even seeing it with like people who have been giants for a while, like Nicki Minaj. People are starting to think that she's getting a little old and getting a little corny.
Because it's not a thought.
And,
it's a fact.
Right. And I think that Lil Wayne tapped out when he needed to.
Yeah.
I think he did.
Lil Wayne
Dedication 5?
Dude, the Carter, I think he dropped like the newest Carter, that was not good. It wasn't a good album. And he realized it. He's like, yeah, I'm cool.
He tapped out when he needed to. Drake is still going somehow. And
I don't know how he's doing that.
Will not tap out.
She should.
But you have the...
Beefing with women that are like 20, 30 years younger than you, I just don't get it. You know what I mean? Like 10, 20 years younger than you. I'm not going to... It's not a Nicki Minaj bash.
Right. Well, I think that Ice Spice made a really testy decision trying to hop on her back.
Oh, absolutely bugging. Absolutely.
But to stay on track with what I was trying to say is the trends change and people change, and after a while, people just can't keep up. DJ Khaled can't really keep up anymore.
Good.
What's the last banger he dropped?
Good. And I say that because another artist that doesn't. Hey, listen, now this next artist I'm about to talk about, probably my favorite artist right now, right? He doesn't care where you put him on the spectrum. He's gonna sell and he's gonna make whatever the fuck he wants to make, and that's Tyler the Creator. Listen. He will make whatever the fuck he wants to. I know. I said I'm not supposed to be cursing. I don't care. He's gonna do whatever he wants to, and you're gonna like it. That's just what it is.
The culture is not changing. He'll change the culture.
And literally, he's an icon, and he came out of nowhere. Like it came out of nowhere. Like Cherry Bomb was cool, and like people fucked with him before then. People liked his music, but when Flower Boy, Igor, call me if you get lost. God. He's since Flower Boy. People don't understand how big Tyler really is. And I'll get to an example on how big he is. Since Flower Boy, he hasn't lost Best Hip Hop Album of the Year at the Grammys. He hasn't lost. Every hip hop album he's dropped since Flower Boy, 3 times in a row. He's about to get a 4th one. Whenever his next project drops, nobody's gonna drop a better project than him. I don't even think Kendrick's capable of dropping a better project than him. It's just it's his prime and it's his time, right? He's so popular. He put tickets to Camp Flog Now, and I had the money. I was about to go. I had to get the money. It took me about an hour to get the money, right? I come back an hour later, and every single form of ticket is sold out in an hour.
Jesus Christ!
I don't think I'm ever gonna get a chance to see him again.
Dude, I'm going. I don't care. I'm putting. I don't care. I'm going to see him. I don't care. I don't care. I'm going to see him. I don't care. I don't care what nobody says. Don't care. Celebrity or not, I'm going to see him, right? The classic was gone. All the general admission, gone. VIP, super VIP. And then there was like another version higher than the VIP, all sold out. I was like, maybe I could just do like a, payment plan. I don't care. Let's go see Tyler. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? No. An hour. He's an icon, bro. He's got his own designer brand. He's got his regular clothing brand. He's got like multiple businesses and stuff like that. And like, and he's delved into the realm of being able to be mainstream, but also not lose himself. And I think he's the only artist capable of doing that right now. There's nobody that's like that. At that level. He's an odd person. He's so weird. And he's like weird, and it is what it is. And he's like, I'm gonna be weird. That's me.
To me, I feel like Tyler, not just like in the rapping, but he's just a good like creator. That's why I say his name. That's why
he picked the right name. Like, he's like, not just a musician, bro. He's a producer, writer.
Tyler's a genius.
And like Tyler's a genius, and he can. And I really wish you listened to Call Me If You Get Lost, Jay.
Yeah, I feel like to me, Tyler is probably like one of the best examples of like what a rapper should like really be. Like he's himself, bro.
Dude.
Like and that actually be who they like actually are instead of like being a clone of somebody else. Then like, bro, that's what a rapper should be to me. That's what an artist should be.
I think that.
Good.
I think that part of the reason that Tyler is so good is because he has always dabbled in other genres. He's always dabbled in other kinds of people. Like even with Odd Future, he surrounded himself with people that were creative in many ways.
And odd and weird, but good to you.
Yeah. and each time he made an album, it sounded different. It was
Yeah.
still Tyler. It's always Tyler.
It's
But every single album sounds
character.
different. Even when you go back as far as fucking Bastard
oh,
and
girl,
Wolf
God.
and
I love Tyler,
It's
but I try.
Tyler.
It's that album I don't talk about. Go ahead, though.
what Bastard?
Yeah, I don't talk about it.
I love Bastard.
Oh, yeah, that's a problem. I ain't gonna lie. Look
I love
inward.
everything Tyler's made.
Look inward. If you like Bastard, look inward. Look
I
inward.
love it.
Good.
All of the OF tape, like it's
Yeah.
all different, and it's all, in my opinion, okay, apparently you don't like Bastard, but it's all good.
It's not a
Cherry
bad.
Bomb?
It's not a
Cherry Bomb,
bad
oh my
album.
god, I was just gonna say Cherry Bomb. I love
Underrated.
Cherry Bomb. I'm not gonna lie.
Underrated.
Cherry Bomb is great.
Cherry Bomb
is
is
great.
one of the most decisive albums he's
Yeah,
made.
bro.
Dude. I
And,
love
and
Cherry Bomb.
I wish
Like
you
what I
listened to
said,
Call Me If You Get
right?
Lost, because he talks about Cherry Bomb in one of his songs. He was talking about that was his transition through puberty. So the reason why Cherry Bomb sounded so shifty is literally the line that he uses. If you haven't listened to Call Me If You Get Lost by Tyler the Creator, you need to listen to it today. It's one of the best hip hop albums of this generation. You know,
I don't know why you yelling at me.
because I want to. You know what I mean? But he talks about like his transition, like it's a character, and I think the reason why most mainstream artists are not capable of it is because that has to be built. That type of confidence, that type of marketing, that level of artistic flavor, it has to be built rather than getting a
Right.
quick buck. Once you drop that first song, people have an understanding of what you sound like. It's very hard to transition out of that plight, right? Lil Yachty was capable
Goblin.
of doing it, and then you know what Lil Yachty did? He got out of that and then bashed the rap. Like it's just like that's what we know you for. And like Tyler is just like, hey, I'm me, and I'm gonna progressively become the me, but a better version of me. And like I think
Yeah.
and each of his albums is a concept album. That's a difference
Right,
with
it's
him and
always-
a lot of.
I just
a
feel
lot
like
of
it's always been like that for him. Like,
he's
and
odd,
like
man.
you said, God is really what he's like built around. Like, bro? I think the first song I've ever heard from Tyler was Goblin, and I was like, who in the world?
Yeah.
is this?
Yeah.
I was like, what is?
It's crazy,
Dude,
bro.
No, this nigga's real, bro. This guy is
I go look.
insane.
So the cockroach. What's the cockroach
Yeah,
video? That's Goblin, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I saw that, but the first time I ever saw Tyler was what is it? The Lauder Show, is that what it's called?
Squad.
Lauder Squad.
Amazing
Dude.
show.
I saw the clip. I saw like a short snippet on TV was playing, and it was like him he was playing the girl or whatever, and he was like, "Did you bring me a birthday gift for my birthday with a birthday gift?" And just bashes her head with like a champagne glass. I was like, what is happening right now? And like, that's Tyler. Is you never know what the fuck is happening, but he's cultivated and matured it. And like he talks about in interviews plethora of times, this is becoming a Tyler rant, and we need to switch out of that. But Tyler is that guy, bro. I'm sorry, he's that
he
guy.
is, bro. He's just the goat. He's literally the goat.
He wanted people to stop seeing him as the funny dude, and
Right.
Cherry Bomb happened, and he's kind of transitioning, and then Flower Boy, then Igor, and Igor was a project. And like I think after like each of his albums are concepts, and I think that's what separates him from a lot of artists is that there are very few of the biggest hip hop artists or musicians in general are capable of having concept albums all the time. Every album that he's dropped has a message behind it or a reason for it behind it, type of thing. Let's not talk about Tyler, but like closing statement about Tyler is that
He's different.
he's different.
He's different.
And like people don't understand that he's not declining at all, and he's not going to. He's been that guy for like the past 6 to 10 years, and he's going to continue to do that. He's only getting better. His production, and I don't know if you've heard "Sorry Not Sorry," it's only getting better. It's only
Right.
getting better, and I'm not sure when he's gonna stop, and that is exciting. But on to our next because we just started ranting. I think we were at 25 minutes when we started talking about Tyler, and we're at 34 in the recording. I'm not gonna lie, we were talking about him for a good time. But the next thing we're gonna talk about is
More
kind of
Tyler, more Tyler.
some people in the comments like, why did we change the conversation topic? I was enjoying it. You know what I mean? Because I know a lot of.
Yeah.
But the next topic we're gonna speak about is the personal, not personal takes on. So the next thing we're gonna talk about is the prediction on the direction of music, and I'll go first. I think the direction of music is gonna. It's either going to. y'all not gonna like this, but I think that hip hop is dying. In
I was just gonna say that.
the
I was
mainstream,
really just gonna say that.
in the mainstream
Oh my god.
scene, right? It feels like it's transitioning to a semi-pop. If it's longevity wise, if the rap artist comes up, they're transitioning into becoming pop artists, like Doja Cat, right?
Right. Yeah.
Doja Cat is a great opportunity. Doja Cat is a phenomenal. I'm actually a Doja Cat fan now. I knew she was a great musical artist, but I'm actually a fan. Like the song she dropped recently, dude. This form of hip hop, it's so good. It's such a good song. If y'all haven't listened to it, go listen to it. It's transitioning into a pop format, and I'm not mad at it. But like, it went from hip hop to skibbity dop dop. It went from that to being like, it's art. It's an art form now. It's not just. It was an art form then. I'm not disrespecting the OGs. I'm not disrespecting OG music.
I feel like right now,
it's evolving into a different subgenre.
To me, I feel like what creators are doing is like they're building off of the genre and like branching out, along with the hip hop with it. Like they mix some stuff with it, bro. But on top of that, I feel like more genres are also shining
light on it. Like country. Like we're not talking about country music. Listen, I know my cardinal rule, but a lot of y'all are making trap country, and y'all need to stop. We're not gonna. Y'all need to stop it. Stop it. I don't care. We're not talking about. Listen, that's all. Dude, we're not discussing it. And Jay,
before I've seen an uproar in like classical music, just like what? Yeah, bro. People like making classical beats. I'm like, what?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, bro. Like they're taking opera and sampling it, and y'all not gonna like this. You know who started transitioning out of hip hop? You want to know one of the biggest pioneers of taking hip hop and making it bigger? Drake. Y'all not gonna like that, but Drake and if you're reading this too late, Jungle, come on, he is a pioneer for that. He was like, you know what, I can still be a rapper, but there's another element of hip hop that we can reach, and like I'm gonna be honest, like there are other people that did it before him, but it's Drake, so people are like, okay, Drake's doing it, I can do it too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like we gotta mention MF Doom because I feel like
MF Doom. I will say that I didn't. I will say that he definitely started it, pioneer for sure. But the reason I didn't say MF Doom is because there's so many people that don't even know who MF Doom is. Are those people stupid and sleep? Absolutely.
No.
But right.
That's what.
Like, bro, MF Doom can be old. But the reason I didn't mention him because he's not that mainstream. A lot of people know of him, but he's not that person that you see here on the radio. You know what I mean? It's just not.
But like, dude, MF Doom, bro.
I know.
To go back because like,
but people aren't capable of doing that. His songs used to be 3 to 7 minutes long. People aren't listening to that, bro.
Good, they're freaking good. Like,
they're great.
But the rappers we know today. Study this man, like they freaking Tyler, bro. We're going back to Tyler. This man studied the hell out of freaking MF Doom, bro.
Dude, I know.
Inspirations, bro.
And look where he is.
So
it's just
give MF Doom what credit is due, bro. Like
I respect MF Doom. I respect him. Some of these dudes would not be who they are without him. I completely agree. But listen, chat. You know what? Comment your favorite MF Doom song down below. And we'll see how many people know who MF Doom really is. And if they say some bullshit, like some mainstream shit, oh, you don't really listen to MF Doom. If you listen, if I go on Spotify and you search up the #1 stream song and then, oh my God, listen, it's just like the direction of music is starting to transition and touch other genres, and it's not. I don't want to become political and talk about appropriation or anything like that. Go ahead, Jay.
Well, I was talking about this the other day because I was having a conversation with an older person about music, and she was really. Well, can you give me?
I'm sorry. I don't like talking to older people about music. I don't like talking to old people about music. I'll get into that in a second. Go ahead.
Walk around and talk to Dr. Chipman.
Oh God, I don't like talking. I will talk about that in a second. Go ahead, Jay.
She was really confused because she didn't understand the genres. She didn't understand why there were so many more than what she knew when she was younger. And she's like, I used to try to listen to hip hop, and now there's hip hop and trap, and apparently hip hop and rap aren't the same thing. And she was really confused. And I was like, well, I was listing them off, explaining them all to her: indie, pop, rock, folk. Give me a genre. I was trying to explain it to her, and she was like, then what's alternative? And I was like, you know what?
Everything. It's literally everything. It's everything that isn't. It's just like everything else.
She was like, because it seems like everything that I listen to, it lists the genre and then that plus alt. And I was like, that's what everything is now.
Yes.
There's not a song that falls into a singular genre anymore because people realize that other music sounds good.
Yeah.
And so they're mixing stuff and they're mixing stuff and they're mixing stuff. And she was like, what is Billie Eilish? And I was like, she's alt pop, but also sometimes has trap beats and also sometimes has regular hip hop beats and also sometimes is kind of rockish.
Music is starting to become a spectrum. Like artists aren't put in a box. But to go back to what you were saying, about the conversation with, I hate talking to older people about music, especially hip hop, especially hip hop. They constantly talk about how hip hop was better in their day. Listen, Nas, great. You know what I mean? Jay-Z, great. But you're not going to tell me that 2008 to 2016 was not the best form of hip hop the world has ever seen. It was the best era of hip hop ever. And if that makes you uncomfortable, that's okay. But when it comes to production, it was the most listened to form of music on the planet, like nationwide. That time period was when hip hop became iconic as a like we got people across the globe doing hip hop because it became iconic, dude. And like every rapper in the top 10 that you heard constantly were skilled, and not just skilled, like generational talent. And it's just like when you talk to older people, they be like, man, y'all be talking about drugs and killing. So did y'all. Y'all talk about sex. We just more blunt. We just more honest. Y'all like to finesse and finagle. You be like, we was making love. No, y'all wasn't. No, y'all weren't. Y'all was making sex and labeling it love. We are baby mama children. If y'all was making love, y'all still be together. Let's not get into that. Like, political. But like, it's just the issue is like I can hear perspectives like with young people, right? Our generation of music, because music is such a spectrum now, we are able to hear conversations from that time. And R&B and soul, I don't have conversations with older people about it because it's better. R&B and soul during that time, it's just better. It was better, and there's nothing that we can do. It's never going to get better than that.
Playing those old songs still, but there's a reason.
It's just like it's better. It's just better, and I'm not going to argue that. There's no artist that can recreate how that type of music sounded. It's just better.
That time period, yeah,
it's just better.
Unless they're mimicking exactly what they was doing. I don't think they can like evolve from what like R&B was back then.
But that's because it was being built before them, and they got it right at the pinnacle of building it, and they just they lifted it to a higher level. And that's the same thing that they did with hip-hop, but it got to our generation and we elevated it to another height. Like hip-hop is probably one of the most listened to genres on the planet outside of pop music. But I mean, the pop music is always going to be the top, and that's because of Michael Jackson. But we don't have to get into a whole conversation. We talk about Michael Jackson, we'll be here all day. We're not going to talk about Michael Jackson. We're just not going to.
Let's talk about Michael Jackson right quick.
I think with genres like hip hop and like even branching as far as, I know a lot of people don't like it, but like electronica and stuff like that, I think that those types of genres were birthed from the manipulation of previous music.
Yeah.
And the more we manipulate it, the more different it sounds.
Every song is, I'm not even gonna lie to you, every freaking song in the planet is freaking it's like it comes from classical.
It comes from somewhere.
It comes from like that old music. It just evolves.
Yes.
It just evolves.
Yes. It's similar to it flows with like the progression of humanity. It's like like music is gonna change because people are changing, society's changing, money is changing, things are changing, people are changing, morals are changing, ethics are changing. So they're gonna appeal to those things. How female rap is now would not survive 10, 20 years ago, because that's not what social society was like then. Like male rap now would not survive. Like, dude, like, you know, outside of the very few at the top of the food chain, they wouldn't survive back then either, because it's just like it was what was going on at the time. It's like, how can this appeal to the public? And that's what comes back to the mainstream music. And right now the public is such a spectrum, and it's so fast, and it's so like if you don't catch someone's attention in the first 5 seconds of anything, it's like it's easy to skip. Like, I give things the benefit of the doubt because I'm a musician, but I'm not gonna lie, even me, if you don't catch about the first 30 seconds, I'm skipping through your song to find a better part.
I feel like the best way for like longer songs to
it's gotta be good from the jump, bro. If you're making, it
has to be good, and it also has to be part of something else, like a movie. Because you can't.
I don't know. I can't say that. I cannot say that, and I cannot say that because I have one perfect example that Jay probably knows. For Your Eyes Only. That's not connected to anything else but that album, and it's a 7 to 8 minute song, and I can rap you every single word in that song.
That's from a movie.
No. For Your Eyes Only is not from a movie. It's For Your Eyes Only is from J. Cole's album. Yeah, the fact that you don't know what that is making me upset. You rate with anger. It's with anger.
Is that an album or is like that an actual song?
It's an album and a song.
Wait.
It's an album and a song.
My head kind of hurt.
I ain't gonna lie, that shit kind of make me angry. I might not listen. You're not coming in any more music podcasts. The motherfucker don't know about For Your Eyes Only.
Bro, I got so many songs to keep up with, man.
Dude, that is one of the best hip hop songs ever made.
Okay, I can say that. What?
I think that song really does stand out on its own, as well as in the album in particular. I do think that it's a lot harder to make long form songs, and I do think, like, as far as the future of music goes, like, to stay on topic, I think that we're going to find that everything's going to turn into some sort of form of alt. It's just going to happen.
Yeah.
And there's not going to be anything to stop that from happening. Just because we live in a world right now where everybody is a touch of a button away.
Yeah.
People from all different types of cultures, all different types of interests and stuff like that are a tap away. You're going to find people mixing shit left and right.
Right.
I also think that social media, short form content and stuff like that isn't going anywhere when it comes to me. Have you seen what they did with You Wish? I don't even know that song, but I know, hello Christ, I'm about to sin again.
Oh.
Everywhere. It is everywhere. And it's
not unpopular opinion. I'm tired of seeing them. I listen, black people, all that. I don't want to see it anymore. I don't want. But
I think that's where we're going with advertising.
It is, bruh. To keep that attention,
I don't even know who You Wish is, bro.
Dude,
like,
you better.
Listen, for me to so I don't get. I find out about music. I don't, bro. I literally have to get, because for some reason I don't get, like, YouTube doesn't recommend me songs and stuff like that, right? So like, you're gonna have to physically tell me if there's a banger or not. Like, somebody, hey, yo, listen to this, bro. Because, like, I'm branching out to other stuff, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm all over the place. So you're gonna have to, like, tell me there's a song that sounds good from a rapper, and you just have to, like, come to me, bro.
Dude,
I can't just, like, literally not a must here.
I don't keep up for it, bro.
It's short form content, bro. It's like, listen, Drake's dad said it best. All that other bullshit is here today and gone tomorrow. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest, bro, because music is ever changing, and, like, shout out to those girls that do it. Like, I as a content creator and somebody that's trying to make it, I respect the hell out of them for what they're doing. I'm just tired of how mainstream music works. Is that you keep having to hear it for it to stick. You can't
scroll through Instagram, Twitter,
You can't. It's there. And the people are like, run through here, run through there, run through here, run through there, run through here. And then all in their comments, every video, they're posting multiple times a day because it's their business. I get it. I'm not hating on them. I'm just tired of seeing it.
Lucky as hell, because
you don't be on social media enough.
If you
have not heard that,
go on TikTok.
You didn't know about the Kiki Palmer thing either, so you're not on social media enough at all.
I'm not on social media.
We're not talking about that, chat. We're not talking about it. If you want to put your comments in the comments section, go ahead. We're not talking about it. It's not going to come on any episodes of the podcast. We're not speaking about it because you know what that feels like? Politics. And that's not what we do here. But
that's a good reason to stay off social media.
I mean, TikTok right now, it oversaturates the market. It's like, it also has like fueled artists like Yeat's content. Like, it's got to be aggressive. It's got to, you know what I'm saying? People are doing like video game clips or transitions with like videos or like in IRL. Another thing that I'm also starting to enjoy about TikTok is core. I don't know if y'all know about that subgenre of TikTok. It's like that you've seen it before. It's like videos of like scenery or something like that with text with words saying something, or it's like music in the back. That's core. Yeah, and I really like that, right, to an extent, right? Because some of that stuff is depressing, but it's good core. There's like different genres, and that's nice, right? It's cool, but that's also like feeding into that whole thing of that just adrenaline, like, and also another thing I have issue with like social media because of music or whatever is that social media is starting to tell people how to think. That's always the thing. But that's such a problem, and I think that's why you. No. That's not political. Social media really controls a narrative. A lot of people thinking. That's just a fact. It's not like opinion. That's not like something you can have opinion about or not. Some people are original, but like you can't say that you're not influenced by social media. I'm influenced by social media. If you're not on social media, then you're not influenced. But like if you're on social media longer than an hour a day, like at any point, you're influenced. Because if you didn't like it's just what it is. Now there are people, of course, I would recommend you having your own personality aside of that, but social media has come to the point where it influences you, and it's like it's a drug. It's low-key a drug, bro. Like I be on my I'll close an app on my phone and then open it again to see if something's different. And I don't even realize I'm doing it, but it's just the age of technology. Everything is in your hand. You have the world physically in your hand. You can take a 3D tour of anywhere you want to go on the planet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just like, because it's so accessible and everything is so easy, so fast, so does everything else. I think that's really what it is. Everything else is keeping up with the whole thing that social media is so fast, technology so fast. You know, I could get packages so fast. I could get clothes so fast. I can get this so fast, that so fast. I don't have to go outside to do anything. Everything is in the palm of my hand. That everything else has to revolve around that speed. And that's why music is so short and so cut. And like most of the time, like for example, Steve Lacy got really popular on TikTok, and people went to his concerts and didn't know his music.
Yeah.
They didn't know his music. And it's bad. But I mean, he's a great artist. He's fantastic. And
that's what I'm saying about.
And they just know the chorus, and I feel to a degree, I do think that social media is ruining good music. Like
that's what I'm saying.
It is.
The beginning of the stream. I said that in the beginning of the podcast. Like, bro, there are creators who are making good songs that gets big on TikTok, and they only listen to that one song. They only listen to one song. That's all you need
is a good verse, a good line, a bridge, something that can span maybe 15 seconds on TikTok.
Yeah,
and you're golden. You've got,
and that's the thing. That's the problem.
Views.
Like,
it's
short form media is ruining music.
Dude, it's the click-through rate, bro. It's the click-through rate. It's just like click-through rate, and just in social media in general, dude. Like you got about 10. Listen, on average, like if you search this up, on average, you have about a 6 to 10 second, like window frame of catching attention. Some people are even smaller. You have some people that are already like shifting through like social media. Like if they're on TikTok, they've been scrolling for some time. It's about a 2 to 6 second window of you having to attract their attention for them to continue watching the video.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
dude, like that's why I randomly just post like random things on TikTok on YouTube Shorts. I posted like some 7-second video of fireworks that I saw, and it got a few thousand views. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. That's short form content. It's like quick in and out.
Yeah,
and I understand.
It's crazy to me that people bash video games. Like, bro, I ain't
gonna lie. If you're bashing video games in 2023, you get a life. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you bashing video games. You're watching short form content like crazy though. Dude, like that.
You're okay with? I'm not trying to be political, but y'all be watching reality TV, but y'all don't want to watch it. Like y'all bashing. It's cartoons. It's kiddie. Shut up. Listen. If you are judging anime because it's cartoonish before actually seeing it, what are you doing? You are literally limiting yourself on multiple facets because you don't want to let go of your childish thought process. But you watching more childish things. Like I recommend anime to anybody. It's one of the best forms of film. I'm really into film and photography and videography.
Yes, sir.
And it's literally right now, currently, when it comes to shows, they are the best form of shows. It's just a fact. I'm just being honest. Plot. And don't get me started on animation. Mappa Studios, this is not an anime rant. This is not an anime video. Dude, and music direction. vocalization. Like y'all, you don't want to talk, dude. You don't want to talk about. You don't want to talk about, dude. Adventure out into things. Allow somebody to show you something. Listen, I know anime is not for everybody, but if like somebody that you care about, for example, you just need somebody that you care about to show you and actually take some time and indulge in it. Even if you don't like it, I promise you, there's something out there for you, right? And I think that comes back to the whole mainstream media is that like the issue I have like when I meet new people, right, is my connection is based off of music. If I listen to your playlist and it sucks, I'm not calling you back. I'm not talking to you again because that means I can't connect with you on one of the biggest things I connect with people about. You know what I mean? It's a huge connection point for me. If you say, video games is kiddie and anime is for nerds, I'm out. If that's how shallow your thought process is, I'm cool. Like I listen to everything but country music. Listen, I'm sorry. I've given it so many. Listen to me, chat. Listen to me.
There's like
I've given. There are some good country songs. Yeah, I'm not saying it's all garbage, but it's like the 1 percentile. It's like it's not bad. It's just not good to me. It's just not good to me. It's just not good.
We kind of on the same wavelength, but especially for me, I work at Target and they just play it
so much. Oh man, dude, you think that's bad? You think that's bad? I used to live in Texas. I used to live in Texas, dude. I used to live in Texas. It was like every other song, and then he threw some R&B, some Whitney Houston rambling through there, and then back to country. You know what I mean? It was
dude, it's.
But it's
no offense to people who like country, of course.
Hey, listen,
no offense to y'all.
It is for a select people. I'm just not in the select group, right? It's just I'm cool on it. But the next topic I want to kind of transition into, because we kind of already started on it, is our personal takes on music. I think that music is the best form of therapy. I think not to get to political again, there are a lot of like people that feel like therapy. Groups of people that believe therapy doesn't work. And for those that don't think that, get into music, dude. There's a song for everything that you're feeling. It's such a good medium and form of like media, dude. It's so good. It's like you can have a song for when you're happy, when you're sad, or something you just want to listen to to heighten your mindset or lower it. You know what I mean? And because it's such a spectrum now, it's the perfect time to really delve into understanding it. One thing that back to Tyler, right? Tyler had an interview and he was talking about he wants to hear people's top. He hates the whole hip hop Twitter and like this song is better than this song. This artist is better than this artist. Name your top 5. You know what I mean? And don't name somebody some top 5 because you don't want to offend anybody or you don't want to get on anybody's bad side when it comes to music or anything like that. Tell me your top 5 and why it's your top 5. If you can't give a reason, maybe there's a nostalgia factor. Like 24/7 Force Hills Drive will always be in my top 2, if not number 1. It's number 1 for sure, but it's because it was connected to my childhood, and every song spit just a certain level of like energy and emotion. It felt like my older brother was telling me a story about his adolescent life. Like he came home from college and he was telling me about everything he's been through and everything like that. And that's what it felt like. But you see, I was able to describe that. I think that's what people need in their own situations, in their own lives, in their own personalities. There is music for you out there. Like, indulge in it, dude. It's okay that you don't like what everybody else likes. That's the point of music. Find what you like. Stop listening to stuff that you don't like. Like, don't put yourself through stuff like that. It doesn't make sense to do so. But that's kind of my mini rant. I just think that there is music for everybody. Indulge in it. It's good. Yeah. But go ahead.
I can't, bro. Like literally, you took the words out of my mouth. Like for me,
pause.
Wait, how's that pause though? Took the words out of my mouth. I'm not taking
anything out of your mouth. Pause. Go ahead.
Okay, whatever, bro. Aside from that, yeah, dude. Like for me, music is like inspiration. Like it's, bro. I literally, for some reason, when a game comes out, I don't care about the trailers. Like for some reason, if I listen to the song, bro, if I listen to like the OST, that drives me.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I almost didn't play Tears of the Kingdom this year. I almost did not until I heard that trailer song, bro. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, that actually was the main reason that got me hyped, bro. The freaking music of that game is just immaculate. Yeah. And of course, like that goes for everything else, like movies, games, even like freaking albums. I'll go check out the rapper if they have one good song. Well, I'm listening to this whole catalog, and that's how I find music. And I feel like that's how people should. Well, I'm not gonna say that's how they should. I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, this is the way you should listen to music. But that's how I do it. Like, yeah, for me, it's just inspiration and do other things, and like branch out.
Jay,
that's how I got into One Piece.
I feel like in these conversations, sometimes the idea of just listening to music to listen to it just for craps and giggles is kind of overlooked as well. Music can be incredibly therapeutic, and it can make you feel better. Sometimes it can make you feel worse.
Yes.
Whatever situation you're in.
Yes.
But also sometimes like me personally, I've been getting into a lot of fun music that means literally nothing, but makes me feel like
Jesus is the one.
What? It just makes me feel like I'm having fun. I'm having a day. It's a Tuesday. It's a fun Tuesday. I'm dancing around my room, cleaning, doing my laundry.
For some reason, when you say fun, I'm thinking like Chuck E. Cheese background music.
Yeah, 100%. I'm listening to Chuck E. Cheese background
not surprising.
music. Like, completely seriously though, I listen to the Coffee Talk soundtrack like regularly.
Yeah.
That soundtrack just makes me feel nice. And it's not for therapeutic reasons. It's not for getting anything out. It's not for having a deeper understanding of the universe. Sometimes I just listen to music for shit and giggles.
Yeah, just to listen to it.
I think that's so valuable.
Yeah.
Yeah. I totally understand.
Go ahead.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I do the same thing. I was just like, F it, turn this song on. Like, not even because like I'm sad. Like, oh my god, you know what I hate? When I'm listening to a sad song and somebody says, bro, who hurt you? I just like the song, bro. I just like the song.
To be fair, if you're listening to Jocelyn Flores, something's wrong. You don't just.
Yeah, but I'm not listening to Jocelyn Flores, bro. Like,
something's wrong. There's certain songs something's wrong.
We're not listening to. No, we're not listening to that, bro. We probably listen to David, probably like Romantic Homicide. Like, it's just a good song. Like, I like the chord progression. I like the freaking lyrics and stuff like that. Can't just listen to it without somebody saying, "Oh, but who hurt your feelings, cuz?" Nobody, bro. The song is just good. Like, hop off my dick, bro. Like, come on, bro.
But and that kind of reminded me of, like, you were talking about video games, stuff like that. Another not slept on. People definitely know about this game, but Persona 5, dude, the soundtrack.
Yeah, sure.
Dude, there's just like the track that plays when they're not in action and they're just like he's just walking around the city. Therapeutic. Like,
if we're talking about video game soundtracks, I can go on and on.
We could have a whole another hour
and on
film
and on. Like, bro, like go ahead and like blast Doom music on your car and like.
Oh no!
Look at
absolutely
you, like,
not.
look at you like, bro. I'm like, hey man.
Hey, listen. If somebody drives past me in a convertible with playing Doom music, I know he's going to kill something. He's going to shoot something.
No,
something's dying
creatine.
today.
He got creatine in him, bro. Homie got the freaking pre-workout on, bro.
You better go lift 800 pounds deadlift. He's you know what I mean? Juiced up, ready to go. But the last thing we're gonna do is closing thoughts and takes. I'll just say that for me personally, it's just like closing thoughts and takes. I did enjoy the conversation and everything like that, new perspectives and everything. I just I definitely pride myself in listening to me, like my playlists and everything like that, and it being stuff that you've never heard. And I listen to most of the music that I learn new wise. I don't go out and find. My friends show me. You know what I mean? Maybe a new album comes out, and you know I listen to that. But it hasn't been any new albums recently that I'm going out and listen to. I'm not gonna lie. I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for that Tyler album that's coming, and it's gonna be. Listen, when that drops, it's gonna be our first music reaction video chat. It's gonna be our first reaction video on the channel, music review and all that stuff. It's gonna be great. I'm so excited. But it's just like. Also, another thing I'll say that I didn't say during the podcast: if your music taste is changing, it's okay, because you're also changing. I realized that like younger me would not listen to Tyler, even how Tyler is now, because I just wasn't mentally capable of understanding that level of like understanding and dialect when it came to musical articulation and stuff like that. It's like there are paths and avenues for every musical genre and musical taste and musical expertise and stuff like that. And I think that I say explore more. Maybe, say take a few days and explore a genre that you've never heard before, right. And then just keep continuously listen, some of that stuff is going to be bad. And just keep hitting the recommended. If you like this, you'll stumble upon an artist. You know what I mean? Hit recommendeds. You know what I mean? Recommendeds on YouTube, they're actually pretty decent when it comes to music. But just venture out. Learn some stuff. You might mess around and learn some more stuff about yourself from venturing out to new areas and facets when it comes to the musical scale. But that's pretty much all of my closing thoughts. What do you guys have?
Right. What I have to say is, if you like a certain song, just listen to it and don't let anybody change your mind. Like, if you're in a car, like, oh, I'm gonna play this, fucking play it. Like, if they're gonna say something about it, let them say something about it. At least you know you're playing a banger, bro. Like,
you're playing a banger.
It's the song you want to listen to. Go listen to it. Do not let anybody change your mind, bro. Like, yeah, don't let popular opinions change the way you want to listen to your music.
Pride yourself in being unpopular, because unpopularness, it means just another word for saying unique. Just pride yourself in
pretty
that,
much,
dude.
yeah.
I have unpopular opinions every single day, all the time. Literally, it's who I am.
Unique opinions.
I'm just, you don't follow trends because they're trends. If you want to follow trends because that's who you are, feel free to do so. But don't follow trends because that's because that's what you feel like you need to be accepted. It goes back to the last episode of podcast. Don't fit into crowds because you want to fit in. Be yourself. And if they don't accept you, there are people out there that will find who you are to be engaging and want to grow with you, type of thing.
It's me. I kind of feel like if you keep trying to like fit in with the crowd, that's just gonna damage you like mentally, bro.
You're not gonna know who you are.
Yeah,
you're gonna be someone else.
You are like, and let's say you get a girl or you get into a relationship, and you're a totally different person from what they thought.
Yeah, it's not gonna work out.
It's not gonna work out. So be yourself. Listen to your music. Play your games. Just be you, bro. Like, stop trying to be what everybody else is being.
That's cute.
That's how I am, bro. Like, you can ask Blue.
Yeah, Melvin is definitely a Melvin ass motherfucker name Melvin.
Hey, no, I don't fit the name though. I don't fit that name, bro.
Yes, you do.
Like,
now, Jay, your closing thoughts? You definitely do. You look like a Melvin, but Jay.
Okay, bro.
Your closing thoughts, love.
I mean, you guys sort of summed it up for me. I listen to what you listen to. I am the resident country fan here.
Ooh,
we took the words out your mouth.
So, my thing is, but see, we're still friends.
Nothing against you, bro. Nothing against you. Listen to your country.
Exactly.
No, it's definitely no. I got something against it. Go ahead.
How you gonna
Anyway.
Don't care. Don't care. It's because it's
point
her.
of what I was
I'm just some bullshit. I'm bullshit.
It's the same shit that y'all were saying. You know, just like what you like, do what you do. It is that deep as far as what you like, why you like it, why it's important to you, and why you connect with it. But as far as what anybody else thinks about it, it's never that deep. It doesn't have to be that deep. You like it because you like it. Your music that you like is because you're into it, whether because it makes you feel good or because it makes you think, because it makes your heart swell, you know, whatever it is, that's all you. And you are not entitled to explain that, but you are definitely welcome to. But at the end of the day, it's that deep, but it doesn't have to be.
I like that. It's that deep, but it doesn't have to be. I like that a lot. But it's.
Oh,
go ahead.
I got another closing thought, bro. Sorry.
Bro got on his tippy toes. I heard that. He got on his tippy toes. According to my calculations,
for those who want to know,
Melvin.
Okay, Xavier. Okay, we gonna do that.
Hey, listen, you can say my name.
Chicken black. Okay.
Stop. My video's done. The podcast is shut down.
We're gonna start saying this man played 2K because his name is Xavier, bro. Like, anyways, let's say this goes back to what I was saying. If you're one of those people who try to get other people to like listen to what's trendy because it's trendy, just stop, bro. You're a dickhead. Anyways, that's all I had to say. That's all I had to say.
All right. But if all hearts and minds are clear, everybody's clear. Everybody's released what they need to release.
Wait. Let me stop.
Oh my God.
Stop.
All right.
No, you good, bro. You
listen, oh God, bro. But that's pretty much all we have for today. I appreciate you guys if you got this far. I really appreciate all the support. I know you guys have been enjoying the podcast, and seeing as though it's one of the best impression rates and views that we've gotten out of all of our videos, like, period, especially in the time that we've gotten it. But, you know, feel free, you know what I'm saying, like that video, comment, your musical takes or anything that, you know, your favorite musical artist or anything like that related to music that you want to establish or tell us, I reply to all comments. So, you know, express yourself in the comments and everything like that. Turn on post notifications so you never miss a video. Subscribe if you haven't. Join the kingdom here on YouTube. And all of my links to my other socials and these loser socials will be in the description down below.
Loser. Anyways, yeah, make sure if you're gonna comment, make sure it's an unpopular opinion so you can get replies and, you know, better click rate. You know, that's all I gotta say.
I just don't understand why he's like this. I appreciate.
No, I'm just giving.
I appreciate. I appreciate y'all.
He doesn't.
I love y'all.
He doesn't, bro. He doesn't love his other creators around him. So if he doesn't love us, he don't love y'all. I'm be real. Let me stop playing. Blue loves y'all. He's just a hater. Just a hater.
Okay, I'll take the hater title. That's fine. I'm a professional. I'm a professional hater. That's just
a
me.
Professional hater. How much you make from that?
Not enough. with how much work I put in, I run the league. You know what I'm saying? I should be getting multi-million dollars.
Is crazy.
Oh my god.
The work of hating is crazy.
Back to what I was saying. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I thank y'all for sitting this long through the video. Y'all have a great day. Episode 3 will be coming next week. We'll be doing this weekly. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Peace.